Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your Tarotscope for April. This is Majori, the Punk Priestess, and let's get into your spread. All right, so I have some Oracle decks. I have Tarot and Astrology, so we're just going to be mixing it up. Okay, so big message here for you right away. And I'm pulling here Death, which is actually the card that rules you. So huge energy, but it's reversed here. And then I have Improve. So it is improving upon this relationship with transformation, life, death, and rebirth. And also we're going to tap into the 8th house, which you rules. So that's divination, that's the occult, that's deeper mysteries, and if we want to get nitty and gritty, that's taxes. So did you do your taxes yet? But it's definitely, other people's money, shared resources, blah, blah, blah. So, we have to really improve upon this relationship with things ending for you and letting the dead stay dead, not recuperating, resuscitating things that are on the way out, giving them no attention, putting boundaries against them. So you have to really think about, like, what is dying in your life and what are you keeping alive that needs to just go to the other side and get out of your life, pretty much. It's like, it's a peaceful death, or it's just like, I got to leave this job. I got to leave this relationship. I got to get out of this location. It's just, what is really pulling at you to finish up in your life? And you need to improve upon this relationship. Maybe you are going through a grief process. Maybe you got let go from a job you thought you wanted, or a relationship ended and you're grieving. You're improving upon your relationship of how you handle loss and grief. And it is a death, maybe it's a metaphorical death in many ways, but it's definitely, you got to push forward. And it's Mars energy with Aries. You got to push forward. You can't be on the battlefield and stop the cause, stop the fight, because there's death around you. You got to keep going. Okay, so I'm pulling here some more tarot cards. Okay, so this is what I have. I have the Page of Cups upright. I have Temperance reversed. And then I have the Page of Wands reversed. So let's start off with this Page of Cups, which I think is a very beautiful Pisces energy that's coming in. Pisces just went into Venus, and it feels it's exalted. It feels great. And you're going to have a resurgence of your sister sign energy of Pisces, because Mars is going to be going into Pisces, and we're going to have this beautiful stellium. And by April 26th, it's just going to be with the new moon and Juno, like all of this Pisces energy intertwining for you. So it's like you will have this sense of healing and the sense of recovery come through in the next coming days. You're probably already feeling it now. Like it's feeling a little bit softer. The blow's feeling a little bit lighter. What ended, you're improving upon how you're accepting this truth, how you're accepting this ending, and your cup will be filled again. You might not really fully understand and grasp everything, all the lessons all at once that are coming, but at least you are reflecting upon a little bit of the moments, a little bit of the situation that you've been in, and you can look at it now with a fresh new gaze and new eyes. Temperance, it's right after death. So there is this peace-filled energy coming through, but you need to really tap into it. You need to understand and know and remember that this death is an invitation for peace around the corner. You will feel better again. You will feel more aligned and connected with who you are, but you got to nurture your spirit. You have to separate yourself from the dead. You have to separate yourself from the dead and keep on living. Your life cannot stop just because something ended. You have to continue on. You're still here. You're still breathing. And Temperance reverse wants you to remind that. It wants you to step into that power, reclaim it, and remind yourself that no, you do have what it takes to live on, despite all that left and ended and that was unfair or whatever it was. It's just, you got to move forward, and you have to nurture and water new grass. Page of Wands reversed. So we had the Page of Cups, we had the Page of Wands. So it's like this battle between this Aries fire energy and then this soft Pisces water energy coming back for reflection. And with this Page of Wands reversed here, it's just telling you, you need to get going. It's time to move on from the dead. It's time to move on from the dead, from the experience that ended. It's time to brush up that resume if you're looking for a new job. It's time to get yourself back out there if you are looking to go date. Even if it's a rebound, doesn't mean you have to get back into another relationship. It's just get yourself out there. See what is available to you. Get some new energy. You don't have to have it all figured out. At least you're just starting. At least there is some new momentum coming in. That's all that really matters. It's just like some newness. Explore it. Expand upon it. All right, I'm pulling some Oracle in connection with these cards here. Okay, so what I have here is awake. I have an alarm clock. I have Sky Daddy. And then I have come back down to earth. All right, so let's do this awake card here. So, you know, it really is saying like it's time for you to awaken to your spirit. It's time for you to awaken to your soul and your creativity, your imagination, dreams, whatever it is, fantasy. You need to become awake to it. The time is now. Maybe you weren't fully geared and ready for this new burst of water energy back in Pisces season, but now it's Aries, and now Pisces is kind of coming through as a resurgence, and you need to stay awake to this energy. It's time to open up your eyes. It's time to see the truth for what it is, what the circumstance taught you. You will get the information you're seeking at this time to know this is why the universe did this. You might not fully all understand it at once, but this is for like a greater picture, a greater purpose. This is for your path. Sky Daddy. You will have the information you seek. You will be able to see through the clouds. The sun will shine again. And you got to trust. You got to have faith that this new beginning will happen for you. And once you decide, once you decide to fully move away from this death process, to fully let things transform on its own behalf in its own way, is when the Sky Daddy opportunity will come to you and be like, hey, this is the answer you were seeking. This is how the story ends. This is why I did this. You can align yourself with this. It's just going to really be this reassuring, beautiful temperance energy that's going to come through. But first you have to let the things die. You got to let things end so you can have this healing moment, so you can step into that peaceful time that we don't really get so many offerings in our life. So when we have them, we have to cherish them. So for you, allow yourself to wake up to what needs to end so you can move forward into healing. Come back down to earth. The Page of Wands energy reversed here. You need to come back down to earth and be prepared for Taurus season to lead you into something new. And Aries season's trying to do that, but you're a little distracted because you're kind of afraid to let go. And you're very possessive, so it's like having a hard time for that. But you're going to be stepping into your opposite sister sign of Taurus in a couple weeks. So you're going to feel more of an opposition than you are already with this Mars energy in Aries. So it's very important for you to come back down to earth and see, what is this quest you want to go on? What is next for you? What is truth? What is false? And you have been so disconnected from reality lately. You've been so disconnected from earth, and you need to get grounded again and put your feet firmly back on the ground and see what new opportunity can be available to you this time around, now that things have died and ended in your life. Okay, I'm pulling some astrology. So I can get these cards. Struggling. The struggle is real. Okay. Pull an oracle here for a clarifier. Okay. This is what I pulled. I have Libra showing through. I have the Sun adverse. And then I have Divinity. So let's start off here with this Libra energy. So, you know, coming from Libra to Scorpio, so coming from Libra, coming from partnership, and, you know, really seeing what invitations become available to you once we have the Libra full moon on the 16th of April. Then you're going to really start seeing, you know, and hopefully this chapter ends, hopefully this death process ends for you by this full moon. So you have a couple weeks to kind of clean up house and get things going a little bit. So, you know, really feel things out. And the Sun here in adverse, opposite sign of Taurus. This is your moment to really go through a lot of duality in your life once Taurus season begins and figure out what are your needs, what are your wants, what are your whatnots. And you need to find a way to disconnect from what other people are doing. You're on your own journey. Maybe you need to isolate yourself so you can really feel this awakening. Because divinity is guiding you to some bigger truth. It's just not appearing fully right now because we have the pages in between this temperance. So it's like this emotional energy wants to come through, the spiritual energy wants to come through, but it's also like there's this unsettled physical energy of where you need to put your energy towards and action towards and time towards. So divinity is calling on to you to just experience and take things as it comes. You don't have to have everything all figured out right now. It will come on its own time. Maybe it'll come once you decide to end this prolonged process of death, of this purgatory. You don't need it. It's keeping you away from divinity. And divinity is so powerful. But it's also thinking about these relationships you have with other people, with this Libra energy coming through and connecting yourself to these people and who you want to disconnect from. And when do you feel like your sun is shadowed? When do you feel like your progress is being blocked? That's the Page of Wands telling you need to find a new path forward. But the new path forward needs to have healing and peace involved into the equation. So come back down to earth. Things will be revealed in its own time. Be patient, but still be on this quest of opening up your heart, and divinity will guide you and grace you to a new purpose and, you know, help carry you throughout a lot of this Pisces energy that's coming through. And that's going to really shift gears for you this summer and once you have your own season. So thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for your support. And if you want a personal reading with me, definitely head over to my site. I have openings for tarot and astrology services for May and April. So check out all the things. Also, I do have a spell candle collection that I just launched as well. So it's fabulous. It's amazing. So check that out. Thank you so much, and I will see you next month.